So this is part 2 of that number 1 employee class that I'm about to talk to you about. So I'm looking at number 2. You see this number 2 right here? And I asked you Notepad. So we're going to create a class. So in this class, I'd like for you to, I guess, start out with some comments such as, let's do your name goes here. And do this for all source code 1437 and section number. Some of your or whatever online section that you have, it changes every year, so I can't keep up with it. And tell me what the description of this is. This is chapter 3 programming challenge number 1. Okay, so on page 187. So again, this is your public class. Let's just do a regular public class. What's the name of this class? It's called employee, and inside of that you got your curly brackets. Okay, now let's save this thing. Make sure you have what I have up here before you go on. The name of your class is employee, so you got to save this file as your employee. Very important, employee.java to be specific. So I'm just going to snag that. I'm going to do File, Save As, and I'm going to put this in. I have an empty folder on my desktop already. Make sure you do a pull down on the Save As type. Change that to all files for me, please. All right, all files. So I kind of did this before, so I'm just going to snag that and replace that and put a .java after this. Make sure you put a .java and it says all files here. All files here. So that will replace that. So yes, you don't have it, but I would replace my old one with it, just for the purpose of demonstration with this thing. Now, inside of this thing, when you look at this class, this is very important. Remember a few minutes ago I talked to you about how you would write your code, because I had save as your constructor. I wrote a constructor called employee class. Now, there's a reason for that. Look, the constructor has to have the same name as your class. Your class has to have the same name as your file. It has to be those 3 connections to it. Okay. The constructor, same name as your class, same name as your file. So this file up here you have is employee.java. You got it? So once you've done that, I'd like for you to come in. We're going to actually write the fields here, just based off of what you were looking at. All field goes here. Where fields and attributes are the 2 same things. So I'm going to call, or attributes. You're going to hear me toggle between these 2 terms. Fields, attributes, same thing. What are they? You're going to look at how you're going to read. Look at this. You're going to read, how do you read this? This is public or private. This is private, is a dash, string, name. Okay, so you're going to say private, string is the data type, and name. That's how you write the employee name here. I'm just going to comment out so you can see. Write the next one for me. Private, what? Int, ID, number. Okay, this one is what? ID, number. So you can actually see how I count. Why don't you do the next one for me? Just write that out. Okay, and make sure you have the proper, reading this, transferring it over, reading this, transfer it over, reading this, transfer it over. All right. So once you have both of these things, you have, make sure you have your other 2 script here as well. Okay, for your fields. Coming down here, I would like for you to write your methods in this thing. Read this method for me, would you? So this is how you read. This is public void set name string n. So I'm going to do exactly what I just said. Public void set name. That's my setter. I want to pass in as the string n. And this, I gotta put in curly brackets. I'm going to do the set n. I'm passing across my n. Here's my n. Here's the syntax. I'm writing this from right to left so you can see. Equal what? What's the field? name. This name right here. Okay? This is this right here. Is this line right here. This set of code translates from this. Let me do a second one so you get the hang of this thing. This time I'm going to do what? Public void set ID. Make sure your spelling is right. It has to, if I misspell it over in UML, you got to write the same thing over here. So this is what? How do I pass in? Int num. So curly set of brackets between that. Now I have to set my what? Num. This is this right here. This is going to be inside of my right side. Set that equal to my what? Name right here. This field. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not. It's this one. ID number. My apology. Okay. So that's the other piece. I'd like for you to write the other as well. So write the other two setters below. Okay. So I'm going to do the getters for you. I'm going to give you a sense what the getters looks like. So how do I read the getters? Public. Look. Public. What am I returning? I'm returning a what? I'm returning is a string data type, correct? So in this get name, in this thing, now I'm going to click over here so you can see when we actually do this is you're going to do public. What? Get name. What are you returning? This is a get name, and it is a string, right? So you got to have the string data type in this thing, and that it is a method. I'm not going to pass anything in here, but you got to return something in here, right? So this requires you to return something. Return what? What are you returning? You're returning is your reading is this right here. I'm sorry, the name, not ID number. So is the name. Returning this name right here. Okay? So, and semicolon. So make sure you have this in here. So I'm just gonna code this. I want to call this thing setters. And this, from here to here, this will be my getters. Okay. So here, I'm going to just do a second one for you to see what I'm talking about. Public, what I return is an int get ID number method. What am I returning? I need to return a field that's as an ID number. Okay, so I would actually do return ID number. Okay, I'd like for you to complete. Write the other two for me, please. All right. So you see how this works with it. So write the other two. Same thing. I would say the same thing here. I would like for you to write the other two here, but it's in a setter. You're gonna say getters. Okay. So write the other two below for me, please. We should do that. Now, once you got all that, in total you should have 8 methods. 4 getters, 4 setters. 2 for each field at this time. Let me check the time.